A deepening crisis and outright war potentially averted. In a nighttime news conference from Havana, Cuba, an announcement that FARC rebels and the Colombian government have reached an agreement for a handover of an army general and 2 others held since Sunday.
Las partes han acordado.
The parties have agreed on the necessary conditions for the release of the following people: General Ruben Dario Alzate, Corporal Jorge Rodriguez, Soldier Cesar Rivera, Soldier Jonathan Andres Diaz, Gloria Urrego.
The deal was brokered by peace talk mediators from Cuba and Norway and also includes the release of 2 other soldiers also held by the rebels. But it was the capture of the general, the highest-ranking military man ever held hostage by the FARC, that sparked an intense military search operation in a remote jungle area the past several days. The search involved more than 1,000 soldiers. Earlier in the day, before the agreement was announced, several hundred people gathered in central Bogotá, hopeful there would be a way out of the latest turmoil to keep all sides at the negotiating table.
This is a long process, and in the middle there are acts like the capture of the general. But I think even with this, we are closer to peace because of all the achievements up until now.
Hope is the last thing you lose. We are a generation that has been extremely mistreated by the conflict. But I believe Colombia needs to go through a process of transformation for peace.
The fact that the FARC and the government were able to so quickly reach an agreement to end this impasse only 3 days into this crisis seems to indicate that both sides had deep urgency to try to reach a conclusion. Now, when these captives will actually be handed over is really anybody's guess, but it will be handled by the International Committee of the Red Cross. It could be a complicated process that could take days because many of these captives are held deep in the Colombian jungle. We did hear late tonight from Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos, who said he's happy that this agreement was able to be reached and said that as soon as these captives see their freedom, he'll authorize for these peace talks to restart once again. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Bogotá, Colombia.